fans. We are back this week trying to be positive. You are going to be all so grateful to me because I have found the best guest. All the other guests are now going to be pissed off if they're listening. But I found the best guest for us. I am obsessed with him. Matthew.
Wow. What a way to start the day. I am honored.
The fans are they're going to love you.
I'm ready for it.
You make fitness fun.
Yeah.
And right now I'm on a real rampage.
Okay.
About all things lifestyle. Because when it comes to fertility, I feel like people think that they have to exercise in a certain way. Where they're just doing low impact yoga.
Pumping their arms for 5 minutes.
Exactly. And there's no science behind that. And it's not fun.
Spill the tea.
And I want them to be able to get into a lifestyle that they can maintain
Totally.
through their pregnancies. Because what I feel like a lot of people in fertility don't realize is that the end of their journey is actually going to come and that they are in fact going to get pregnant. And they just think of it as this long, arduous journey of bad yoga and slow walks and meditation.
Doesn't have to be that way.
Oh,
I'm falling asleep thinking about it.
Do it. So we've brought you onto the pod so that everyone can learn, including myself, how to make fitness fun.
Yeah.
I've already exposed that I am obsessed with you.
Rightfully so.
Honestly, you're a star. You are.
Thank you.
You're
that means
star.
a lot.
I like have a morning routine now because of you.
Inspiring the girls, the gays, and the theys.
I'm obsessed.
Love
I tried
you.
a face mask the other day.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm really influencing.
You influenced.
Any brands out there, you heard it here first. Wink.
honest to God. And I'm so grateful that I've popped your podcast cherry.
You're taking my virginity.
Honestly. Because the rest of the podcast, like hoes, they're going to come now and they're going to be like, I want Matthew on my podcast.
That's right.
I got him first, guys.
That's right. And I feel safe with you. So, always makes up for a better experience.
Oh my God, I love that.
Yeah.
Wow, that means a lot to me. Someone said that to me as a patient today as well, which felt good because I was holding needles at the same time. About
definitely
to
a different experience.
Put them in her body, and she still felt safe, strangely enough. I'm happy. Anyway, tell us about you, where you originally came from.
Okay.
Why you got into fitness.
Interesting.
And your philosophies.
Okay, cute.
Yeah.
So my name is Matthew. I came from New Brunswick. I know it's hard to believe. Came from a very small village. Diamond in the rough, I must say.
Right.
And I got into fitness because my iconic mother used to always do at-home workouts in our living room.
Right.
So for all the mamas out there, just know that you're a leading example.
I love that.
Yeah. And I grew up as the only child and, I need to keep myself entertained. So I started doing these at-home workout programs.
Like the videos.
Like the VHS. It's giving vintage.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Who did she
Tybo.
have? Tybo.
Buns of Steel. Insanity.
Denise Austin.
There you go.
Love.
I was doing it all.
Right.
And I was really falling in love. Like every time I would challenge myself, I'd be like, today I'm going to finish this workout without stopping.
Yes.
And I would just show up every time and get further and further. And I really liked the feeling. And obviously at the time I was a teenager. I was vain. I really loved the results. I was looking good. So I really fell in love with that. And then I eventually moved here to Toronto.
When was that?
When I was 17.
Right.
I graduated early and I'm like, get me out of here.
Yes.
On to bigger and better things.
Right.
Yeah.
You've been here since you were 17?
Yeah. It's time to go somewhere else.
Honestly,
Yeah.
do you think you will?
Of course.
Where
The
are you
world is your
thinking?
oyster. I don't know. I feel like I want to be a nomad for a few years, you know?
Yeah.
A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
I could see you in Australia.
Oh, no.
Why? Because of the
The
sun?
spiders, the insects,
the creatures.
are supersized over there. It won't work.
Yes, okay.
I cannot live in fear.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
But their fitness is so, it's like
Good for them. The spiders
they
are
need
huge.
they need you. It would encourage you to run away.
Thank God for online coaching.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I eventually made the move here. I moved here because I wanted to pursue a career in dance.
Okay.
Yeah. I was doing modern, ballet, contemporary. And then,
Wow.
yeah, right? I
mean,
was already being an active queen.
yes.
Then everything happens for a reason. I went to a workout class. It was this gym called Hourglass. Yeah.
I know it.
You know it?
Yes.
Shout out to Elizabeth Lopez. Love you, queen.
That's crazy.
Right?
Yes.
Small world.
I worked at the Yorkville Club.
Stop.
Yes.
That is
To
so.
pay for school.
You got to do what you got to do.
And she would work out there with her gigantic ass.
Yes.
And
that's who you want to learn
was
from.
there just watching like a creep.
Yes.
And then trying her stuff after.
That's exactly
falling.
what I did.
I'm obsessed. Okay.
So I weaseled my way in there on the weekends because guys are only allowed there on the weekends because it's an all women's gym, right?
Right.
And at the end of class, she's like, oh, we're having like an audition for instructors on the weekend. You're all welcome to come take class for free. And I was just like, I'm on a mission to build this booty. I want to learn from her.
Yeah.
So I was like, can I audition? And then, a star was born. The rest is history.
You've accomplished the booty.
I've accomplished the booty.
And then some.
And then some. It just keeps going.
You know how I found you?
How? Tell me.
This is a full circle moment. And Ryan is going to live for this.
Okay.
So my friend Ryan started my program, Energy Makeover. It was like a fitness program, like a 6-week fitness program.
Oh, I love that.
And he was like a very diligent and amazing athlete.
Yeah.
And he would make all the recipes. And he was just a wonderful addition to the group. And we all loved Ryan. So obviously I continued following along his journey when I stopped the program.
Of course.
And then he started your program.
I love Ryan.
And so he then posted one of the workouts.
Yes.
And he himself doing it.
Yeah.
And I was like, who's this kid? And I clicked, found you, became a psychopath stalker.
Welcome.
Thank you. My husband, I like quote you in the home.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You should write all my quotes down. I don't even know them.
They're very funny.
Oh, I love that.
You don't even realize how funny you are.
Maybe there'll be a few new quotes in this podcast.
There was one where you tried to make a smoothie. You were like trying to remake the smoothie at Nut Bar.
Oh,
I
obsessed
died.
with Nut Bar. Sponsor me. Thank you.
Kate, sponsor him.
Kate.
Kate.
Just do it.
Come on. I did a story before the podcast and I showed the cups.
Did you tag?
And now we for sure. No, I think I forgot to tag.
You're a bad influencer.
I'm a bad influencer. I've like influenced, no joke, the majority of Mississauga at Oakville to buy out this fucking cauliflower rice.
Yes.
Which is the only vegetable that I consume.
I love cauliflower.
Well, now I've got nothing.
Put that in your smoothie. Put that in your rice.
I can't. All of it's gone. I can't make my own.
That's what happens when you're a powerful influence.
I'm too much of an influencer.
I know. You're just too good. You're too good for us.
I've influenced too much with the cauliflower. It's my first time.
I love it.
And
have you ever seen a
who
more
knows what next? Broccoli.
multifaceted vegetable like cauliflower?
No.
Pizza, smoothies.
Anything.
Anything you want.
And it has such a powerhouse of nutrition.
You know what? Everyone should be like a cauliflower.
Like us.
Yeah. Motto of life, be a cauliflower.
We should make shirts. We could influence for the shirts. Would you wear it?
Oh, no.
No, okay.
Maybe like the color of the cauliflower. That's kind of a cute color.
White?
Like
With like
off-white.
stains of dirt? I
Yeah.
don't know.
A design.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Okay, we're here
Sure,
for it.
whatever. If you
Yeah.
honestly, if you wore a cauliflower shirt, I'd be like, I need it.
It's about confidence.
I need that shirt. So, along those lines,
Yes.
in terms of your fitness philosophies,
Okay.
because you talk a lot about nutrition as well, but in terms of your fitness philosophies, like who do you typically train,
Okay.
and what kind of motivational challenges do you run up against? I remember when I was a trainer, it was always harder because the clients that wanted to work out, who were like easy to motivate because they were already motivated,
Yeah.
it wasn't much of a challenge to like get them into the gym and get them into a routine. And I always felt more accomplished when I was able to help people who hated fitness
Oh,
to
really?
love fitness. Like that for me was more of an accomplishment than like to help someone who already likes fitness
Oh.
like it more. Like who cares? Obviously,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
I would say my training philosophy or methods is very no bullshit. I would say it's a mixture of all the modalities that I've learned throughout the years. So things that worked for me, I mean, I obviously danced, I did strength training, Pilates, hourglass shaping, HIIT, you name it. So I was always a class queen. I was going here for the strength workouts, here for the core section, here for this. So I just wanted to create a program that encompassed all of that in one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's kind of how I came up with my method. I mean, it worked for me and it's working for hundreds of women, thankfully. Every time it works, I'm like,
Yes. Do you have to be coordinated? Like what I would be very intimidated because
why?
I can't, I have no, I'm an, yes, I'm an athlete in that
Mm-hmm.
I was able to compete in like running and volleyball and tennis, very
Yeah,
specific movement patterns
totally.
that I got relatively good at when I was younger, but trying new things
Yes,
is hard.
of course. But
I was once sent to the back of an aerobics class.
they're like, you're burning my eyes, go to the back.
Honestly, they were like, you are disrupting the class.
You're confusing everyone. Get out of here.
I had to go to the back
Okay.
where I fell over the step.
Yeah. They're like, this girl's a mess.
I
Get
literally
her out of here.
I fell. I just continued
She's
lying
drunk.
there like a dead person. I was
R.I.P.
out. And so I feel like I would be intimidated by any type of dance movement.
I wouldn't say there's necessarily dance movement in my program. It's more like the
Okay.
combinations. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like I combine a lot of different things together that are really brutal
Okay.
to make sure that we get the results that we came for. I mean,
Right.
obviously we're going to give the body no choice but to change,
But to
but
evolve.
also mentally. Like think about how you feel when you do something hard, you know?
Yeah.
It builds your confidence.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm about. I'm about doing hard workouts, getting results, feeling good and feeling confident and living your best life. Because at the end of the day, baby, life is short.
Yeah.
Do you want to be driving a Lamborghini, your body? Or I don't know cars. Do you want to be driving some old
Tractor.
tractor? Hello.
I don't
Choose
want to be.
wisely.
I don't want to be in the tractor.
You don't want to be a tractor. So just prove to yourself that you can do
the
hard things.
Lambo.
The Lambo.
Okay, what's a combination of movements?
Okay.
Just so I can get an idea.
An idea.
Just an idea.
A little preview.
Because if you're like, you do a plie, then you do a backflip, then you do the splits.
That's just
easy,
the warm up.
Be a Lambo. I'd be like, fuck.
You're like, I am not signing up for your program. I will do these 5-minute arm
We
pumps.
can do hard things and end up in the ER.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, I need help.
No, they're all doable. Whether you're a beginner or advanced, I would say maybe like, let's say a squat.
Okay.
But we add a banded squat.
Right.
And then we combine it with a sideline banded series that comes from Pilates.
Okay.
And then we finish with a little hip section. You
Right.
know?
Yes.
Plus equals
As a combo.
yeah. Back to back to back.
And would you do that as like one set and then loop
Yes.
to the top again?
Yeah, my sets are long.
Okay.
But so fun.
It's a good set.
At least I think they're fun.
I think that sounds great.
Yeah, no, honestly.
Would that be like a 3-time scenario?
Depending on the sets. Sometimes they're really long, you know? So
How long?
I mean, sometimes like 10 minutes.
That's not that bad.
No, it's not bad at all.
No. Okay, that's doable.
It's about being efficient, packing it in, getting it done, and getting out.
Yeah.
While having fun. Well, at least I'm having fun.
Honestly.
Yeah.
I would have fun too.
You? Yeah, you should give it a try.
They used to freak out about these makeover workouts that I would give because my workouts were, I tricked people by saying with the warm up. I was like, this is the warm up, but really it was just a set.
Yeah, I agree. I do the same thing.
What do they think I'm going to do? The warm up is the rolling. Once you're rolled out, away we go.
Exactly.
But if you think you only have 2 sets and a warm up.
Joke's on you.
Trick. And you're fit. Ha!
You're welcome.
Ha!
Method to the madness, baby. You've been tricked.
Yes. Okay.
You gotta trick your way through life.
Yeah, especially with your clients.
Exactly.
So your method is trickery.
Pretty much. Yeah. plus equals 1 set.
Yeah.
You know?
Do you ever have hard conversations? Like, are people ever telling you, like, I'm not motivated. I don't know if I can keep this up.
Of course.
What's your advice?
I mean, I think in terms of motivation, it's a big misconception. You know, it's probably one of my most answered questions. Like, how do you stay so motivated all the time? And you can't rely your fitness routine on motivation and feeling.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because the mind is a complex thing and it doesn't always like hard things or being uncomfortable, right?
Yes.
You know, the couch seems way more appealing than going to the gym. Yeah. Am I not right?
Yeah. 100%.
So you got to be disciplined and you got to make sure that you have certain methods or little things that you do in your everyday life to make it easier to ensure that you're a disciplined queen.
Yes. Yes, I want to be a
Am I
disciplined
right?
queen.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, some non-negotiables.
Exactly. Even little things like maybe setting out your workout clothes to make sure, you know, a reminder, oh, I need to go to the gym.
Yeah. I feel like the workout clothes, I see that on the gram with the TikTokers.
Yeah.
They're all setting. I honestly would just brush it aside if I was.
You're like, not today, babe.
I'd be like, hilarious.
But what
yesterday,
if that outfit was cute?
What a joke.
What if that outfit was cute? Wouldn't you want to put it on?
No, I would stay in my like gray suit, which is my husband's least favorite. It's this like giant sweatsuit that I stole from him.
Oh, God. You're one of those. My boyfriend is exactly like that, and I don't understand. Because when you look good, you feel good, and when you feel good, you look good. But for some people, I guess it doesn't resonate.
So good in the gray suit.
Gray sweatpants. Good for you.
I know, with a giant bowl of cherries and
I'll never say no to cherries.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
National Geographic on like some crazy animal. I'm set.
I support that.
You can join.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually love documentaries.
They're
I love learning new things.
Honest to God, like Marley, Kale and Crunches.
Okay.
She's always laying out equipment to like get herself ready.
Yeah.
I feel like I wish that would motivate me, but it doesn't. I need to have something impending. Or like some threat of illness.
Oh,
like,
got it.
And if
You're one of
don't
those.
Get up, you're going to fall completely apart. And then your children are going to starve.
That's exactly what happens when you don't work out.
Yeah. I like build it up to be
weak muscles, weak bones. You fall over, you break your neck. You can't be a mom anymore.
Right.
Should have worked out.
That's exactly it.
Longevity. It's all about longevity.
And then I insert it.
Yes.
I like insert it in the day ahead of time.
Yes.
So it's like
Exactly.
scheduled in
Yeah.
the sketch.
You need to block it in the sketch.
And
Set a date with yourself.
I tell everybody.
Yeah.
Tell my children, tell my husband,
When's
I'm gonna tell Ryan.
when's your best time to work out?
I don't really have options because it's
Okay.
mostly around the clinic days. So, like, for instance, Friday will have to be now 7:30 because that is when I will get home.
AM or PM?
PM.
Okay.
Because I start at 7:30 here and I leave Oakville at 6:30. So, when do you work out?
For me,
Yeah.
because I also do some personal training. So all the girlies want to work out in the morning.
Right.
So I usually do a midday. I find that's the best time that I have the most energy.
Yeah.
Midday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you do your long sets?
Mm-hmm.
Like, how do you do it on the fly or do you set your workouts up ahead of time?
Honestly, all the workouts that I'm doing are workouts that I'm giving to people.
Right.
So I'm literally giving the girls what I do to get here.
Right.
Yeah. So I do the long sets. And it's a continuous research of torture.
Yes. I
How
love
many
that.
combinations can you come up with?
Honestly.
Yeah.
I feel like we have a certain headspace that intimidates people or like we enjoy the torture.
It's very against today's vibe.
Yeah.
Today's
vibe is all about trickery.
Yeah, they're all about like, do this? You shouldn't be doing that. You should be doing this. And I'm like,
when I worked at Equinox, the intellectual snobbery at Equinox was so insane.
Really?
I was like, you're a bunch of kinesiologists.
Yeah.
Don't you try to shame me with your nonsense push-pull, trying to make it seem like it's some sort of genius, like neuro-connecting method.
Please
Get
stop.
out of here.
Honestly, I guess there's a method for everyone. You know what I mean? You need to find what motivates you.
But even the trainers would be all, oh, well, that's not the way. If you don't do it this way, then your clients are going to be completely burnt out. Like, based on what?
Yeah, honestly,
they're moving.
They're too textbook.
Give me a break.
I think that's what the problem with today's society is. Like, everyone's too based on research, but they don't do their own research.
But it's also like very self-serving research.
I agree.
Like very slivered.
Yeah. Was that person you did research on the same conditions as me? No.
Right.
Were they me? No.
No.
So you need to find what works for you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And change. Constantly change.
Constantly change. Constantly do research. Constantly try new things, So
the scheduling we've got in, check. The cute outfit for some.
Absolutely.
Maybe a motivator.
Yes.
What else? Because I totally agree with you when it comes to motivation. Like the concept of willpower is just not going to be enough.
Totally. Yeah. I think before I start my journey with any of my clients, you really need to connect to why you want to commit to this journey.
Purpose. Yes.
Purpose. What are your goals? Why do you want to achieve these goals? And when you don't feel like going, remind yourself like, girl, we got some goals to achieve because your body don't care about how tired you are. Neither do your goals. So show up.
I get very stressed out now too, though, because of this. You can't prioritize fitness over sleep.
No.
But at the same time, like that's the only time I'm going to get it done. Like what's the balance here? I'm supposed to get 8 hours, but I'm also supposed to get up at 5 in the morning. Like,
yeah,
Totally.
I get it.
I can't do that. So what are we supposed to do, Matthew? Help me.
Maybe do a shorter workout so you can do best of both worlds. Maybe a 30-minute workout instead of an hour and then get 30 minutes more sleep.
Yeah.
It's all about compromise.
I like that.
Yeah. Also getting like someone to hold you accountable, whether that's a friend or a coach or a trainer. Some people need to be babysat.
Right. At least to start.
So
like somebody, for instance, could do your personal training.
Yeah.
And then graduate to like an online scenario.
Exactly. The bird leaves the nest.
You are there for support.
I actually have weekly check-ins with all my clients. Can you
Wow.
believe? Yeah.
No, I
Gotta
cannot
keep them on
believe.
track, you
That's
know?
amazing.
Because week 1's always cute, so motivating.
Yes.
Week 2 comes around, the
Yeah.
magic isn't there anymore,
Right.
you know?
Yeah, I always
Yeah.
found it was like a 6-week program, and by week 4, people were like, "See you later."
Yeah, exactly.
There were no sweaty selfies.
Yeah.
They were not into it. They were back on the grains,
Yeah.
back on the dairy,
Back on all of it.
ghosting me,
I know.
email bounce back.
Yeah. All of it. Running away from
They
us.
changed everything and they got out of there.
I think it's also important for you to check in like week by week, like what worked this week and what didn't.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, why didn't I wake up for my workout
Yes.
this morning?
Well,
Because
do
I
you
was
ever
scrolling
snap
on
back?
TikTok.
Do you snap back with their purpose?
Yes.
Like if someone told you, "Oh, I want to lose 20 pounds."
Okay.
Like, who cares? Why? Why do you
Why do you
want to
want to
lose
lose
20
20
pounds?
pounds?
They're like, I want to look better.
Okay. Look better, feel better, confidence. I guess it all goes together.
Sure.
I mean, I'm not going to shame anyone for having aesthetic goals.
Yes.
Because some people are vain, including
Right.
me.
But you wouldn't be motivated just by,
No.
would you?
No. I
don't think I could pull myself together for that.
No.
I feel like aesthetics right now is having its comeback, and I'm not.
You think so?
Oh my God, for sure. Yeah, and I'm not anti. I think that people should try to like feel and look as good as they possibly can because you have one life. And I know for myself, I look back at times in my life where I was happier than I even right now. Because right now I just feel like I'm so run down because of how much I've put into my work and my patients and my kids and
She's
my
a
husband.
hustler.
And I'm having my moment. I'm having my comeback moment. I'm
I
pulling
love that for
myself together.
We're here to support you.
And I'm feeling better about it.
That's
because and part of it is aesthetics, which is totally fine.
Yes.
But I don't love it when it's under the guise of health. Like I think skinny fat's coming back.
Oh God.
And I hate that. Because I hate it. I'm going to use that word. Hate.
Yeah.
I hate it. Because that is like Ozempic is promoting a skinny fat scenario where you're losing both fat and muscle
at the same time.
You're
withering away.
You are withering. You are withering.
Bye-bye.
And a lot of the people that are being targeted are women. A lot of women infertility who were told, 3 months before they started their fertility journey with their physician, they were told, no, lifestyle doesn't matter. And now, it's bizarro. It's
a business.
It's insane. But now that there's a fast way to get people with healthier blood levels, they're like, yeah, let's drop the BMI. We'll get you on Ozempic. And it's like, but I thought you said that lifestyle didn't matter.
So crazy.
Seems counterintuitive if now you're prescribing a weight loss medication intended for diabetics.
That is so wild to me.
Right?
Like how are you going to sustain something that makes you feel full all the time and you're done after eating 3 almonds?
Yeah.
Like what do you think's going to happen when you get off of Ozempic? You're going to blow up.
100%.
And the formula is so simple. Good sleep, good nutrition, go to the gym. What's so difficult?
People don't want to do
I
the
know,
last
they want
one.
the easy pill, the easy way out, but
I don't want the last one.
There's always...
You get everything that you get from Ozempic with a 30-minute routine.
That's what I'm saying.
But you also maintain your muscle.
Plus.
Plus.
Plus so many more benefits.
Not negative.
No, exactly.
Because
like, what are the side effects of taking Ozempic for long periods of time? Do we even know?
We don't even know. And my one patient, she has endometriosis. It was suggested to improve her condition that she lose weight.
Okay.
So they recommended Ozempic despite the fact that endo, which has a lot to do with your immune system,
Okay.
and by exercising, you modulate your immune system. So you like reduce the activity of like natural killer cells attacking healthy tissue, for example.
Shocking.
Right?
Moving your body.
I
Wow.
know. But
God.
as a result, she became very unwell and was like hospitalized. I know. It's unreal. But this is people don't seem to understand that. They only see it as like a plus that they're losing weight. And so I think that body positivity has now like popped back up on the shelf.
Yeah.
People aren't trying to be strong.
No.
They're trying to just take up less space and be skinny. And I hate it.
Yeah.
Which is why I love that you promote strength.
Yeah. We're all about strength.
Because it's if the stronger you are, the more muscle you have,
Exactly.
the more you can, if you are really into eating, the more you can eat.
Exactly.
Which
Who doesn't
is
love eating?
this fella.
You.
I don't love eating. I don't. I just, you know what? I love eating at night, which
Okay.
is really, it's not a healthy habit. I'm not saying I'm perfect,
Yeah.
but I don't.
Not everyone's perfect like me.
Not everyone is perfect like you. But I see these wellness influencers and
Yeah.
I'm like very inspired by them with their like their water first thing, and then they have a coffee, and then they have some sort of egg breakfast.
Okay. Yeah.
And then they will go to a class, and then they go to the sauna
Okay.
and the cold plunge.
Yes.
And then they do a yoga
Yeah.
scenario, and then they have another meal, and then they go to the spa, and then they go home, and they're like a day in the life
Yeah,
with
and
just
you're
an
like-
average gal.
You're like, do you work?
It's like cool. So my
Yeah.
2 shots of espresso,
Yeah.
and then going to work for 8-9 hours, and I have like a handful of cashews here and there.
Yeah. There
You
you
know?
go.
But then at night I will sit down and have like a proper
dinner.
I used to have cauliflower rice, but
She sold
We
all
are-
the shelves.
I already told you I'm a cauliflower influencer now. And as a result, I have reduced all vegetable capacity.
I love that.
Really upsetting.
What holds you back from eating?
I genuinely I run from patient to patient. So like on a weekend, I would happily sit down, have some eggs,
Okay, yeah.
go do a workout,
Yeah.
play with the children,
Okay.
have a lunch,
So you just have like a crazy schedule.
go for a walk.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I just
You don't have boundaries for yourself. Yeah.
No, I don't. No.
Okay, we can work on that.
But I don't want to eat the fast food either. Like when, people are like a quick snack
Yeah.
and they'll have something like toast.
Okay.
I couldn't, because then I'd be so lethargic.
Oh, what about like a smoothie or something?
Sometimes I'll have that.
Yeah.
Yeah, sip here, sip there.
Yeah.
But it's just not consistent. Yeah.
I think, yeah.
Are you one of those girls
That eats
who
the
has
3
like
meals?
the water and then the vitamin C and then the gua sha and then the
It's not that extensive.
red light and then the
Not that extensive, but I do sprinkle that in. Yes.
yeah.
Because
Not every day. Or
every day.
Every
yeah.
day.
But I keep it simple. So I do get my 3 meals.
Okay.
And I do start with water and hydration. I
Yeah.
don't know why you're so against it.
I'm not. I will have water.
With
for
like
sure.
lemon or just water?
No, just water.
Okay, that's cute. Step 1, baby steps.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do make sure I get my 3 meals at the same time.
Right. Every day.
Every day. I try.
Those are your boundaries.
What are your meals?
Yeah,
what are
tell
my
us.
meals?
Yeah.
Pretty balanced. Balanced meaning I'll have like a protein, like a piece of meat,
Yeah.
usually followed by some veggies and like a healthy carb. That's it. Ooh.
That's it.
Yeah.
Are you hungry?
No. I
Right.
try to, have high protein meals, prioritizing protein. 'Cause I
Right.
find it keeps me fuller longer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With good energy.
Yeah. And I've been actually trying not to eat in between meals. So I make my meals way bigger.
Right.
Yeah.
Why?
Because I've been working on my digestion.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
That's very Chinese medicine of you.
Right? Look
Yes.
at me.
The spleen loves routine.
Multifaceted.
Woo.
See?
Yeah.
See, kids, you can't always listen to one thing. You gotta
True.
take a little bit of here, a little bit of here. What works for you?
You're sprinkling.
Yeah.
Does it help your digestion?
Yeah. I have to say my poos have been a 10 out of 10.
That's great.
What they describe as perfect is what's coming out of me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I'm thrilled for you.
I'm so thrilled as well.
Yeah.
I started as the IBS queen and now I'm a perfect poo.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you take anything out of your diet that you found was helpful in that journey?
No, I'm a Whole Foods kind of gal.
Right.
I
But
just keep
was
it
it-
simple.
But you were Whole Foods and you still had the IBS, and then this was the main.
Yeah, I was just eating too much. I was actually eating some processed stuff.
Right.
You know, like protein bars.
Yeah.
And things like that.
Yeah,
You
I
know,
had to
I
cut
took
those
it out, cut that stuff out.
It's
you
not
know?
good for you. You don't realize. You
Yeah,
know?
exactly. And I was drinking a lot with my meals, drinking a lot of
Interesting.
water. So it was like diluting all my like
Enzymes.
enzymes.
Yes.
You
I
know.
know. I tell
you
my
know
kids
what's up.
that. They don't listen.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
and they're fine now, but like if they keep this up, they'll all be IBS queens too.
Exactly. And then it's over for you.
That's-
Yeah.
See, I've been an on and off fitness person my entire life.
Mhm.
Like I'm either like all in or all out.
Yeah.
What fucks me over is I'll be good for like 2 months.
Totally.
I get past the 4-week mark. I'll do like 2-3 months,
Okay.
and then I'll have that one wedding I go to or one weekend
Yeah.
where I'm just like partying, and then that week I get totally derailed. And then I start eating like shit. And then once I start eating like shit, it like affects my brain in the sense where I just like, well, if I'm eating like shit, there's no point in like going to the gym. And it just like totally derails all my progress. And then I fall back into a spiral. That's my biggest issue.
How would you address Ryan?
I think a lot of people
Ryan is a lot of people.
Yeah, everyone
Yeah.
falls into that category, and it's a very like all or nothing mentality, and they don't give themselves grace. Like you're allowed to like,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
you're allowed. Stop the spiral. Today's a new day and start over. That's it.
Yeah. Would that help you?
Everyone gets into that like Monday morning, I'm going to just like change
Yeah.
my life. And
Is
I
that
think
what you
that's
tell
where people
yourself?
get burnt out after a couple weeks is they
I
are
agree.
so all in.
I agree.
And then it's just not, can't keep it up. So it's actually coming up with a routine that like works for you. But I just think people need to stop with like the all in, all out mentality, which I fall under that category.
So, but how do you get out of that?
Well, then I just like
Mindset.
I go a couple weeks without going to the gym, and then you go back. You go, okay, Monday I'm starting this, and then you buy all your protein, you buy all your good food, and then it's just like a cycle of going all in, then partying one night, feeling like shit, and then it's just a whole cycle, and it lasts like it's been lasted basically my whole life since I've been working out.
Question though. What was your purpose?
When I was younger, I wanted to like be jacked.
Why did you want to be jacked, Ryan?
Because I don't know. I just want it was all aesthetic. And then I got kind of fat.
Okay.
So then now my motivation when I go back is just like I want to lose the beer belly because it got out of hand at one point. Now that's my motivation. But now I feel like I'm so far gone into the beer belly stage that's going to take like a lot for me to lose that 20 pounds.
So, from a purpose standpoint, though, why do you want to lose the beer belly? It's
Tell
like
us.
for
Well, I'm sick of wearing like like I have all these nice shirts that I've had and now I can't wear them because it's just like it's not cute. That thing sticking out is not nice to look at.
right.
So I'm trying to like look better.
I feel like we need more. I need more purpose from you.
Yeah.
I don't care about being healthy.
No,
I
you-
really
You don't?
You
No, not
don't?
really.
But have you ever felt terrible?
Yeah, I think I feel terrible like every day.
But
Like
do you,
I don't know.
And that's
But even
okay.
when I work out, I still don't feel like I always have this like sluggishness.
Really?
Yeah.
No endorphins.
No.
Maybe you're not doing the workouts that you would enjoy.
Yeah. I know that's the thing too. It's like
Have you tried anything else?
I've always been
Would
in
you
the
try
school.
Matthew's method?
I've
Yeah.
always been in the school of like bodybuilding where it's
Okay.
like do your 5x5 like and then rest for like a minute and a half before
That
you
can
do
be
your other
boring.
set. I hate it. I can't stand resting for a long time. So I find now
We found the problem.
Yeah, I've been back for like 2 months now, and I'm finding I'm trying to go in there and get it done as fast as possible. And I'm not worrying about, because I hate watching dudes like hog the squat rack for 30 minutes because they do like there were like 5 sets of 5, and then they wait 3 minutes before they get back on and squat again.
Yeah.
So now I'm trying to find the method of like making workouts more entertaining.
Totally.
But my gym that I do workout in is kind of limited. So I'm trying to like be creative with it.
Maybe you need to do more of a home routine.
I can't do home.
Why?
Yeah, why?
I don't know.
Maybe you haven't found the right person.
Like, what do you do at home?
Everything. You can do everything at home that you can do in the gym.
Yeah.
I know where you're coming from, because I had the same mentality before Miss COVID happened.
Oh, true. Yeah.
And then I had to be creative. And we make it work anywhere, anytime. You just have to find the right method for you, you know? That inspires you.
Yeah. Yeah, I need help.
It also takes away the boundaries, right? Because if you have that boundary, boundaries in a different way, but if you have that boundary of, oh, I have to be in the gym to work out, then you've created another hurdle. Whereas if you're like, you know, I could do this in my living room, in my bare feet, with like just a yoga mat of space, then you've run out of excuses, because that's all right there.
Exactly.
Yeah, I do make it a
mean?
home excuse. I'm just like, I can't do this at home. I don't know why. It's just a mental block. Like I don't know, because your couch is right there, your bed's right there. So maybe when you go to the gym, it's like, hey, I'm here now.
Yeah,
I gotta get it done. But when you're at home, it's just like the TV's on, the couch is right there. You do one really hard set, your mind starts to kind of be like, I don't like this. And then, like you said earlier, there's the couch. I'm gonna sit there, and then I don't get back to it.
It's one of the reasons I love working with my fertility crowd, is because their purpose, upsettingly, is outside of themselves. But also, that's very motivating. People will do anything for other people before they'll do it for themselves, which is interesting, because I think that there's a perception that in society that we're all very selfish, but women who are trying to have a baby have taught me otherwise, because they're willing to do pretty much anything for their unborn, like the potential of being fertile and having a baby. Like, they will lose weight, they will work out, they will eat well, they will take their supplements for someone else.
It's so true.
I mean, our medical system is set up for that to be the case too. Like, I always tell my endo patients, tell your doctor that you're trying, and they'll take you seriously.
Okay.
And then they get better care, which is insane. But like, from the perspective of purpose, like people who are trying to have a baby, who need to lose 20 pounds so that their inflammation is lower, so that they respond better to their stims, so they have better circulation, they'll do it. But if you said, okay, but this will now benefit you for the rest of your life, they won't. They're like Ryan. They don't care to be healthy.
It's so crazy. Like, would you look at a plant that is dying from dehydration and not give it water?
No.
Would you look at your cat that is falling asleep and not letting it sleep? So why do we do this to our bodies? You know, drink the water, sleep, do the things. You need to start looking at yourself like you would treat other people. You know?
Yeah, Ryan.
Well, no, I was gonna ask you a question, because we've both, and showed me your Instagram. I think people don't work out for a multitude of reasons.
Yes.
But one of them is, I think some people just flat out don't have the confidence to like go to a gym and like get stuff done. And I look at your Instagram and you're just like full of confidence. Like, where did that come from?
Where did my confidence come from?
Yeah.
I think it comes from, honestly, doing the things that you say you're gonna do. You know, as simple as that. Like saying, I'm gonna go to the gym and do this routine. You do it, you feel good after. You know what I mean? I want to wear this top. I'm going to wear it in public. You have to do the scary things in order to get that confidence. It's as simple as that. I was not always confident. I used to be shy, social anxiety. But the more you do uncomfortable things, the more you prove to yourself, I can do hard things, like being on this podcast.
I was going to say, you like keep your promises to yourself.
Exactly.
And to others.
And to others. Nobody's got you like you do, boo.
And each time it's a little win.
It's a little win, but it boosts your confidence.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like, I can do anything.
Always keep my promise to myself first. And then it spills over
Yeah.
into the rest of my life.
Totally.
Yeah.
I think also a big problem with people, the all or nothing mentality, like you need to start small, especially for beginners. Like there's so much power in saying, I will go to the gym 3 days a week for 30 minutes and keeping that promise. You're going to be like, yes, you're going to feel good once you accomplish versus being like, I'm going to go 5 days a week, 1 hour a day. And then you do 2 of those days.
And then you failed.
And then you fail, you feel defeated, you go into this spiral. I'm shit.
Yeah.
No, start small and then we build.
Yeah.
How do you think people get on the top of the mountain?
One step at a time.
One step at a time.
With a goal.
That's right. They don't teleport there. One step at a time.
Where can we find you?
Well, you can find me on Instagram, TikTok, Matthew Vautour, or I have a website for my app, MVM Method, or I have an at-home workout program called Goya Training Club. Goya stands for Get Off Your Ass Training Club.
Whoa!
That's right.
I love that.
See, it's all about fun.
Yeah, so
people
fun.
are like, what does Goya mean? I'm like, get off your ass. We're like, oh, I like that.
They're like, no, but really.
Yeah.
We're like, yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it. It's all about just moving.
I
Moving
love
and
it.
grooving.
Yes.
Yes.
Get off your ass. You can do it.
You can do
We
it.
believe in you.
Yes.
Yes, Ryan.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much for listening this week. Every time that you listen, you share, you rate, you review, it helps boost our show, which not only gives me the motivation to carry forth, but also helps attract new guests with new information. So thank you so much. Please don't forget, again, rate, review, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we'll talk to you soon on the next episode.